One day, everything you count on will break. A friend you trusted will lie. The person you love most will disappoint you. Your career might collapse without warning. The world will misunderstand you, criticize you, leave you behind. There will be days when it feels like life is conspiring against you, when your mind becomes a battlefield and your chest tightens from rage, sorrow, fear, or all three at once. But here's the question that changes everything. What if none of that had the power to hurt you? What if you could face anything, anyone, any chaos, and remain untouched? Not through numbness, not by pretending you don't care, but by building a state of being so steady, so grounded, so calm, that no one and nothing could shake it. This is not fiction. This is not a fantasy. This is a skill, a discipline, a way of living, and it's time you learned it. We spend our lives trying to control the uncontrollable. We try to manage people's opinions, the traffic, the weather, our partner's emotions, the future. And every time reality doesn't align with our expectations, we suffer. But what if we stopped trying to control what we never could? What if you accepted, truly accepted, that the world is not yours to command, and instead placed your focus where your power actually lives, on yourself, your thoughts, your reactions, your principles, your discipline? When you stop wasting energy on what you can't change, you reclaim it for what you can. This shift in focus is the beginning of freedom. Someone mocks you. You feel insulted, angry, wounded. Pause, step back, ask yourself, did their words injure you? Or did your interpretation of those words create that pain? Here's a radical idea. Nothing anyone does is truly about you. People act based on their own wounds, fears, egos, illusions. Their actions are projections, their judgments are mirrors. And yet, we absorb their behavior as truth, allowing their storms to invade our peace. You must remember, you are the gatekeeper. Nothing enters without your permission. When you stop taking things personally, you become immune to poison. To be calm is not to be cold. To be unshaken is not to be empty. This isn't about killing your emotions. It's about commanding them. Think of a warrior, calm under fire, grounded in chaos. They do not suppress fear or anger. They recognize it, use it, but are not ruled by it. This is your task, to become the commander of your inner world. Anger rises, acknowledge it, observe it, but do not act from it. Sadness comes. Let it flow through, but do not drown in it. Joy visits, savor it, but do not cling. You are not your emotions. You are the space that holds them. In that space, your awareness is where your strength lies. Most people react without thinking. Someone criticizes them, they snap. A plan fails, they panic. They're inconvenienced, they lash out. This is a life lived on autopilot, a slave to every trigger. But there is a gap, a sacred moment, between what happens and what you do. And in that moment lies your power. You don't have to reply right away. You don't have to defend your ego. You don't have to have an opinion on everything. You can pause, breathe, watch, choose. Each time you do, you reclaim territory within yourself, and slowly you become unshakable. Ask yourself, what can actually offend you? Words, beliefs, a gesture? Offense is not an objective reality. It's a choice, a lens we apply to neutral events. Two people hear the same comment. One shrugs, the other rages. Why? Because offense isn't in the words, it's in the ego. When you need constant validation, you are easy to offend. When your identity is fragile, everything becomes a threat. But when you are anchored in truth, your own truth, no insult touches you. You see it for what it is, a reflection of the speaker, not of you. And so you smile, or say nothing, or simply walk away. That is real strength. How much of your suffering comes from clinging to expectations, to outcomes, to people, to stories about how things should be. The tighter you hold on, the more you hurt. Let go. Not out of defeat, but out of wisdom. Release the illusion that life owes you comfort, that people owe you consistency, that anything is permanent. Let go of the need to be right, the need to be liked, the need to win arguments or carry old grudges. You are not here to control others. You are here to master yourself. The lighter you travel, the more free you become. Inside you, there is a place no one can reach. Not your parents, not your enemies, not even the person who knows you best. It is your inner fortress, and most people never build it. They decorate the outer world, while the inner world remains exposed and fragile. But the ones who endure, who radiate calm no matter what burns around them, they have fortified their interior. How? By choosing principles over impulses, by practicing stillness in chaos, by remembering that external events are never under their control, but internal reactions always are. This fortress is not built overnight, but every moment of silence, restraint, and self-reflection lays a brick. And when the world falls apart, you'll still be standing. Why do we panic? Why do we rage against change, endings, farewells? Because we forget the truth we all know, but refuse to look at. Everything you love will end. Everyone you know will die. This is not a tragedy. It's the nature of existence. And when you accept this, not in your mind, but in your bones, something amazing happens. You stop being surprised by loss. You stop resisting impermanence. You start appreciating everything more, because you no longer expect it to last. Ironically, this is what brings peace. When you stop demanding immortality from life, you begin to enjoy it fully. Not as a permanent possession, but as a beautiful passing moment. In a loud world, silence is power. In an impulsive world, restraint is power. In a reactive world, stillness is power. True calm is not a mood. It's a weapon, a shield, a form of wisdom. When you are calm, you don't beg for peace. You create it. You don't plead for kindness. You extend it. You don't seek control over others. You exercise control over yourself. And in doing so, you become something rare, something untouchable. You are no longer a puppet of circumstance. You become the author of your own responses. Let them talk. Let them misunderstand you. Let the world whirl around in noise and fury. You are not that noise. You are the calm behind it. You've realized now, peace is not found in silence, but in your response to noise. It's not in the world being kind, but in you choosing to remain kind anyway. It's not in avoiding pain, but in knowing that no pain can break you. You are calm, not because life is easy, but because you've trained for chaos. You've chosen to master yourself. You've chosen to let go of what was never yours to control. And because of that, nothing and nobody can ever hurt you again. Like this video so it finds others who need it. Share it with someone walking through chaos. And subscribe if you want more tools to sharpen your mind and strengthen your spirit. Because this isn't the end, it's just the beginning.